Variables can be used to represent numbers in algebraic expressions that model real-world problems. For example, a basic pattern of 3 blue beads and 5 green beads is used to make a bracelet. The bracelet is made by repeating a basic pattern of blue and green beads 4 times. If the variable b is the length of the blue bead and the variable g is the length of the green bead, an algebraic expression can be written to represent the length of the bracelet. The terms inside of the parentheses represent the length of one basic pattern. Each term inside of the parentheses represents the number of beads of that color, the coefficient, multiplied by the length of that color bead, the variable. The length of the basic pattern is then multiplied by 4 to equal the length of the bracelet. An equivalent expression can be written without parentheses by applying the distributive property. In this version of the expression, the coefficient for each variable is the number of beads of that color in the whole bracelet. So, there are 12 blue beads and 20 green beads in the bracelet. The term 12b represents the length of all of the blue beads in the bracelet. The term 20g represents the length of all of the green beads in the bracelet. Note: 2 equivalent expressions represent the length of this bracelet with blue and green beads. A value for each variable can be substituted into each expression. Then, the expressions can be evaluated to find the length of the bracelet. For example, if the length of a green bead is g equals 4 millimeters and the length of a blue bead is b equals 5 millimeters, these values can be substituted into either expression to find the length of the bracelet. So, for g equals 4 millimeters and b equals 5 millimeters, the length of the bracelet is 140 millimeters. Note: this is the length of the bracelet for this set of beads. If a different set of green and blue beads is used to make the bracelet, those lengths can be substituted into these expressions to find the length of this new bracelet. So, if the values for the variables change or vary, the length of the bracelet will reflect this change.